Good afternoon, guys, and happy, I think it's Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Yes, my sales papers came today. It's Tuesday. Which is really weird. The mail actually, well, not the mail, but like my sales papers, like the ads that come, actually are like, they've been coming on time and everything like that. They haven't been delayed or anything because of, you know, like all the mail and stuff like that, you know, shortage, and not shortage, like the mail delays and stuff like that. It has been coming consistently. I think maybe the first week or first 2 weeks or something like that, kind of, that we like went into lockdown, they kind of stopped coming regularly. But after that, I've gotten them every Tuesday. It's literally how we know what day of the week it is now. But my dad was saying that I think he wants to go to the stores tomorrow. I didn't make a grocery list to go tomorrow. He actually is probably gonna go to Aldi, Jewel, and Menards, just get all of the shopping done, so that we don't have to worry about, like, he doesn't have to worry about going out. Also because he was saying that he wants to try and get some more projects done, because I think over the next like 2 or 3 days, I believe it's supposed to rain. So he wants to try and go, I think, one of those days when, again, it is, you know, like, he can't get any work done outside, because he put in another vegetable garden bed outside. I don't even know how many we have. I should take you guys out there maybe tomorrow and actually see it for myself too. But we originally had a total of 3 last year, and basically the way my dad was doing it was, they were like, you know, like sort of not exactly like a square, they were a little bit more rectangular, but he ended up doing just one to start, then he added the second one, then he ended up adding a third one, and so we're doing them on like either side of like this little walkway, sort of. If you guys saw the vlogs maybe from last year, you probably would have seen them, but how we're doing it. And then but like the one rectangle is connected to the next rectangle, and then my dad actually takes the like sideboard out for that one, so that it's like a longer bed. But we're only doing that every like 2 beds, so like 2 beds is really like 1 double-sized bed, if that makes sense. So if he has an uneven amount done outside, I can probably show you guys what it looks like. So it was also to reuse a little bit of the wood, and then also so that he can, so that we have a little bit more, not space, that we don't really need necessarily space, but just so that they're a little bit bigger, and so that we can plant, like, you know, a little bit more, but so that they're not so big that we'll lose, like, you know, if we have to fill in like one section, we just do it per bed, sort of, instead of having to actually like go across the whole thing. I don't know, just like so it doesn't distribute as much, because we might end up with like a ton of dirt more at this side and then have to fill it in more on the other side, so it just stays, I think, a little bit more even. Anyways, it's just, like I said, what we ended up coming up with. And then too, so that it's not all because like I said, I'll show you guys how we did it, but it's so that it isn't like, it's sort of, there's a barrier in between every 2, I guess, if that makes sense. So anyways, yeah, I know he got to that today, and was also, I think, painting this outside as well, the door for this. But he's also been painting this, so this is almost, I think, done, very close to being done. This cabinet that you guys can see here is kind of all painted, and then up here is kind of finished, but that is all old, that is being repainted, and this is all new and is being painted now. So yeah, we've got this whole thing, and then that was all painted before. My dad is now doing all of this slowly, and we have to get that stuff, holy cow, guys, I can't point that stuff over there, so that we have to get that moved out so my dad can paint that wall and everything like that. But and also too, he might need to fix a little bit of that patch, several of those holes up too, because back when we used to have a landline there too, there was holes put in the wall for something, and it clearly needs to be patched up too. So anyways, guys, that is sort of what my dad's been getting to today. I It's almost 1 o'clock. I stayed up a little late tonight. I actually didn't wake up at a ridiculously late time. I think I woke up at about, honestly, like 10:30 or something like that. I was actually kind of up early for as late as I went to bed last night because I think I fell asleep around 3 o'clock. So again, I think I was actually up at a decent time, all things considering, because I went to bed so late last night because I was staying up doing all that family research and stuff like that, which was what I was doing most of the day today as well. I wanted to share with you guys what I ended up actually not making for dinner tonight. Well, I made for dinner tonight and for other nights as well, but we've had some bell peppers. I told you guys I love bell peppers. I love to snack on them and stuff, but I noticed that we have a lot and I haven't cut a lot of them up yet. So I think we've got maybe 2 greens and 4 red ones left. And, oh no, maybe more than that. We've got 2 oranges, 4 reds, and 3 green ones that I can see currently in here. But, oh no, and there's another 2 green ones. Anyways, I think I was gonna ask my dad to get some more at Jewel because they're on sale again. I was like, as long as they're on sale, like, go ahead and keep buying them because I will find ways to eat them. Today I ended up making stuffed bell peppers. And guys, I told you guys that this quarantine has taught me a good lesson in reusing some of the stuff that we like have and everything like that. So yesterday night we did chicken Kiev for dinner, and we ended up doing it. We do chicken Kiev with rice, and we had a good amount, probably a cup and a half maybe of leftover rice. And I was like, nobody normally just is like, hey, I'm gonna eat rice. Really? Like, I sometimes will have some like leftover rice if I add a little bit of butter and some garlic salt to it. Tastes pretty good. But as like, you know, that's normally just like a quick, not even really a meal, and that's super nutritional. So what I ended up doing was I made sort of like that casserole sort of thing that I've showed you guys before. It is got rice, again, the leftover rice from last night, a can of black beans, frozen corn, cilantro, a little bit of cumin and chili powder, and some salsa. So I ended up adding all of that together, and then I just stuffed one of the bell peppers. I think I did a red, no, I think I did a green bell pepper tonight, and stuffed it and then made it so it's kind of like a, I don't know, Tex-Mex sort of, I don't know, sort of bell pepper sort of thing. I looked up a recipe, was kind of looking up recipes on Pinterest, and I was like, well, most of these kind of sound a little bit similar to kind of how I make my casserole thingy anyway. And I was like, I bet it would taste really good just like stuffed in a bell pepper. And so I tried it tonight, guys. Oh my goodness, it was so good. I loved it. It was amazing. I put a little bit of cheese on the top. It tasted awesome. So I loved that. It was amazing. And you guys saw I obviously have leftovers, so I can do that maybe 2 or 3 more times. So if I'm not sick of it, I might have it for maybe lunch and dinner tomorrow, and maybe over the next few days, because most likely that stuff will stay fine in the fridge for a few days. Even if I didn't want to do that, I could always warm some of that up just as is and have it without having to have it with a bell pepper. So if I was like, I'm kind of sick of bell peppers. But I love eating like sliced bell peppers with hummus too. That's awesome. I love it. And like I said, that's one of my, I could eat an entire package of hummus and bell peppers in one sitting. I just love it. And sometimes I don't even realize too, I just keep eating and eating and eating. Like, I snack on bell peppers, and before I've known it, like I said, normally when they're like cut up into like, you know, like strips sort of, like you get like on a vegetable tray, that's normally how I cut them up. And I will eat like a ton of them and not even realize I probably eat like 4 bell peppers in one sitting. Just either I can eat them completely raw or raw with hummus, but like I said, I love them. So I'll probably use a handful more of those bell peppers that we have in the fridge, and like I said, probably send my dad to get maybe another 2 of the green ones, because I think they're actually cheaper than they have been. I think they were like 99 cents each, which is expensive for what I normally pay for bell peppers, but they're good sized ones. The ones from Aldi are always really small, and they're in like a 3-pack, and I don't like that you can't pick out the ones that you want. So when my dad goes to Jewel, like I said, maybe tomorrow, whenever he's planning on going, I can give him the list and tell him to grab some more of those, because again, I just, normally when I get them on sale, like Valley Produce and Caputo's, they're like 69 cents per pound, and they don't weigh that much. So they're normally like, I can get a couple for like a pound, you know, or maybe like 2 for a pound or something like that, but still that's a lot cheaper than 99 cents each. So again, I don't think it's the greatest price, but I believe this week maybe they were on sale for 88 cents, so it was a little bit cheaper for the green bell peppers. And again too, we will cut it up and use it in other things as well. So I actually think too, Jewel has got chicken breast on sale this week, and Aldi's got like pork butt roast, which we can do like pulled pork sandwiches with. So again, I was thinking about maybe doing that and doing a couple freezer dinners for this week, since meat is at a decent price this week. Again, not as cheap as I've sometimes been able to get it, but not as expensive as, you know, it hasn't been on sale for a while, and we've obviously been using up a lot because we're not going out to eat. So I think it would be a good week to at least stock up somewhat in grabbing some of those things that again we need in like fresh meat and stuff like that. And normally I think maybe we'll grab 2 packages of chicken breast, depending on how much or how many are in a package, but I'm assuming sometimes there's anywhere from like 4 to 6 in like a family size package. So if we get that, I could make a couple freezer dinners and freeze the chicken breast for my mom individually as well, and then she can use it for whatever recipe she's going to make. So like I said, I already kind of looked at the Jewel ad for this weekend, a little bit of the Aldi ad, just like their sneak peek, which only shows like the meat and like their like, I don't know, just like their other items and stuff like that. It's like not even really like their food stuff all the time. So I just got to see that sneak peek, but I believe the sales papers, like I said, came today. I looked it up all online actually. I didn't even look at the actual ad. So anyways guys, yeah, I think that's what the plan is for this week, grocery shopping and like meal planning and all that kind of stuff wise. But yeah, I'll see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.